It's time for another tale from the glass-guarded world. Once again, we have Ashley as Tara Dane, the human fighter, Josh as Zartok the tiefling wizard, and Gaston the rogue and bard, Jessica as Coral Petrichor the genasi druid, and Mama Sass the half-orc bard and barbarian, and Chris as Asta Fortuna, rogue and bard extraordinaire. Ben Carter returns as Tabs the tabaxi rogue, and last time, the Glass Guardians finally defeated the last of the priests in the God King's Tower, and...
Tabs! What are you doing here?
I just thought I might help out and record an intro.
That's my job, and those are my adoring fans!
I don't know, they seem to like me just fine. But I understand. Well, I'll be off. And, here's a blueberry tart. Consider it equivalent exchange for borrowing your introduction.
Oh! Thank you. All right, skedaddle. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Tabs, but you need to go. I'm very particular about my intro. Sneaky kitty. How did he even get in here? What a master thief. Anyway, last time, the Glass Guardians finally defeated the priests in the God King's Tower and recovered a magical deck of cards. The only thing left to do is climb the tower and decide what happens next for the God King.
Last time, you had fought your way down to the bottom of the tower. You jumped out of the stairwell at the bottom of the tower and into a fight, an immediate fight with 3 more priests of the God King and several suits of animated armor. And it was just a tortuous, excruciating fight that went on for a long time, but you were victorious. And at the end of the fight, one of the gnomes tried to run away with the deck of cards. Tabs and Aster chased after him, and Zartok and Tabs dimension doored to block his path, and they were able to defeat the gnome. The cards went falling to the floor, and Aster very nearly took them, but after some words from Tabs, Aster was convinced to leave them there, and so Tabs has picked them up. So what do you want to do now? You're in this opulent hallway that stretches from east to west, with enormous columns and a throne at one end of the room, and this dead gnome on the ground. At least, if he's not dead, he will be soon. And you've picked up this deck of cards. Tara has picked up a magical pickaxe, or war pick.
Yeah.
What do you want to do now?
Hey, Tabs.
Hey.
You're really protective of these cards. And I was just wondering, what makes them so special? Could you show me?
Yeah, it's not a showing thing. It's
because we could play a game right now. We could sit down on the floor and play some cards. I know how to play. I need to make up a fish name. Glassfish. I know how to play glassfish. So.
Right. That's not one I've heard of. I would love to play that with you one time, but these are not the cards to do that with.
Coral's going to wander over while they're having this conversation.
All right, Coral wanders out of the...
Well, I was already in the room.
You're already in the room. Okay.
Aster had brought me with him when he teleported
I teleported.
So I was just in the room.
Okay.
So these cards, they're important to me because they are a ransom. I need these cards to pay somebody to get something back.
Oh. So equivalent exchange.
And without these cards, I can't get that person back. So I know you have been all trying to free people. I have also been trying to free somebody. And this is what I need to do that. So I don't want these cards for me. I would never draw one of these cards. And I suggest that you would never draw one of these cards. But the people
I'm very tempted.
Yeah, I can understand. They can do amazing things. They really could change your life, but they could also change your life in a not particularly good way.
I forget if I'm in the same room or not.
You are.
Okay.
You, according to the map here, you are in the room. You're near the pedestal that had some dragon scales on it.
Okay. So Tara's going to take like a break from playing with that pickaxe, but she's going to still be holding it. She's going to look at Tabs and go, so like, was someone you know, like kidnapped? Because you don't have to like give the cards to that person. We can like get your kidnapped person back. Wait, maybe that's a bad thing to suggest. Ben needs a break.
And that way we can play with the cards.
The person is actually my mother, and she's been taken to a sanitarium. They've locked her away, and I don't know why. The fee to get her out, there's some kind of insurance or some. I didn't really understand, but they wanted things that I didn't have. So somebody else. There was a person who came to help me, and this person, Zarel, he offered to pay up the cost of getting my mother out if I would retrieve some items for him. And the deck of cards was one. I've had to retrieve a bag of beans. That was another one. All these items, they just they're chaotic. And he was the one that gave me this sword, gave me this thing that
the sword that almost killed Tara.
The sword that it's chaos. It's good. It's bad. So I needed the cards, and without the cards, I can't get my mother back. So I have the cards. So in theory, this was the last thing. So if I go back to Sigil and deliver the cards, I should get my mother back.
But you're saying you're going to give some crazy, unsafe items to a random person?
Yes.
Can I do an Arcana check on the cards?
Sure. It's not the same as an identify spell.
Nope. It's a 13. I probably don't know much.
You're not really familiar with magical cards.
Okay.
You keep throwing around the word chaos, and I am part of I lack some wisdom, Tabs, and part of my curiosity is to be inquisitive. But when you throw around the word chaos, it makes me think bad things, which also makes me think, is the person you're giving these cards to a bad person? He doesn't sound altruistic, even though he's helping retrieve your mother. But you just said Sigil, and that place, is a super backwards place. It's dangerous. Are you giving the cards to something that could potentially be world-shattering?
Aster, chaos is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it can be, but it's not necessarily. So just assuming because this person's big on chaos means they're bad doesn't mean anything. I mean, I think they're probably bad, but not for that reason.
I mean, you've never heard... Well, you're not from World 83. There's a saying that says chaos is a ladder. And we need to be very... very careful about how we approach. Don't you think, Tabs? If we could help you retrieve your mother, maybe you don't have to give these crazy items away.
Zartok and I just had this recent experience where we gave a powerful item to a guy who didn't seem all that bad and seemed like he wanted to help. But I think he was bad. And so I just don't want you to make the same mistake, Tabs, because we are already trying to clean up that mess.
Well, why don't... What mess was that? Maybe I can help, or do you know... What is your plan? Are you trying to fix find this person, or what's the?
Yeah, we are trying to find this, maybe you've heard of him. He's a dragon, but sometimes he's just an elf. His name's Lavarian, and he talks like, "Yeah, dude, what's up? Hang 10."
I've not heard of Lavarian. I don't know of any dragons in this world, really. What was the item that you gave?
Just this wand of frost. I don't think it had a bigger name than that.
Frost?
Yeah, breezes things.
Well, that is interesting. I have heard of some kind of battle, some kind of wizard using a wand of cold, some wand of frost. Not
Like
really
recently?
Not really too far from here.
Where?
Good question. Let me go through my notes. Let me see. So, if I think back, where did I?
Let me point out something that they're right that, it might be dangerous to give someone this item. However, you know that Sigil is full of weird people with dangerous magic items.
Absolutely,
right? That place is incredibly dangerous. And saying, don't give someone a dangerous magic item in Sigil, well, that ship has already sailed. That place is just full of multiverse-ending threats. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think Tabs is on the same page as Coral in that, chaos is not necessarily bad, not necessarily good. It's just it's just not down the middle of the road. It's just not status quo.
Oh, so this place is in Sigil.
Yeah.
Okay. In a selfish way, Tara does feel better knowing that the chaotic, crazy items that could be super dangerous are not on the world that she's in.
It's fair. Yeah, so Tabs digging back through his memories. So close to here, there was some elves. They led a revolt in the city of the Kint.
Kint?
Yep.
And that's in Gamagan, in the city-states around here. And then they're making their way to a city called Dorvet. And they're besieging that city. But those elves, they were led by a wizard who was summoning creatures of ice using some kind of spell, or it just seemed a coincidence. Like
Creatures of ice does sound like pretty familiar. What kind of places are like Kent and Dorvet? Are they like, scary, oppressed places like this? Like maybe the elf's doing a great thing, or are they not?
I don't know. Do you think Tabs is very familiar with that?
Probably not too familiar. No, he's probably just heard rumors in taverns and things like that. Like
right.
So I don't know. I just heard. I know that Dorvet, it's a coastal city. It kind of makes ships, which makes it hard to besiege because they can kind of resupply by sea. I heard maybe a week or so ago that they were there. They could still be there, but it's only a week or so travel on foot away from here. So it's close. That this city could be next. Fyfness could be on the way. So I don't know if, we should probably tell the God King about what's happening as well, because I don't really know what's going to happen now. The priests, I don't even know where the priests are. Are they staying? Are they going? I don't really know what's happening here.
Oh, it seems like most of them are running away, except these couple that we took out down here. The God King said they were all like fleeing the tower, so we should be happy about that.
Okay, cool. But now who's going to protect Fyfness?
I mean, I would assume the God King. We should go have a conversation with him, but, okay, Tabs, here's what I'm thinking. So, I mean, Zorel, was that his name?
Zarel.
This Zarel. It sounds too good to be true. You go to the sanitarium, you say, I want my mom. They say, you got to pay us a bunch of money or whatever. And then all of a sudden, this other person pops up and they're like, hey, I can help you. Sounds too good to be true. So the price might keep going up. You take him these items and he's like, well, I need this other thing too. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying think about it.
I don't disagree, except I don't have a choice. I've got to get my mother back. What am I supposed to do?
Just be smart. Like, make it so that you don't give him the items before your mom gets out. Like, you need to set it up so that you have some power in the situation. Just don't walk in with the items. Be prepared to, bargain a little bit or something.
Or jailbreak.
In an insanitarium.
That's also an option, I suppose.
Although, Sigil, scary place. Maybe not. We did see that lady. She's, no, maybe not.
She's intense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
The Lady of Pain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
As you're talking here in the large room, Zalwar comes happily, almost dancing out of the room you were just in. And he's got this jug, this clay jug with a bunch of stoppers in it. And he comes prancing into the room and says, hey, everybody, hey, good job with the fighting, but I got my jug. I got my my alchemy jug thing here, and thanks so much. I'm so excited. I'm gonna go check to make sure the family's okay, and a real good day. You guys done some great stuff. You need anything? I can make you some honey or some mayonnaise.
You can make mayonnaise?
Yeah, I can make lots of stuff. I can make beer or honey or mayonnaise, other stuff. Yeah, water, of course.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an alchemy jug. I can make lots of different stuff,
Anything,
Anything?
Like a bunch of potions of healing?
No, I can't make any of that.
Oh.
No, I can make some really simple poison, but that's not usually what I do with it.
Is there any cups around?
Yeah, there are. If you go back to the other room, there were lots of glasses around the place and lots of wine bottles.
I'll take some coffee.
I can't make coffee. It doesn't do coffee.
What?
You can make acid,
make
poison,
mayonnaise.
beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, fresh water, salt water, or wine.
We could all take a cup of wine and be fancy.
It's a little early in the morning to start drinking. The sun's going to be up soon.
Oh, but we just had a victorious battle.
Yeah.
It's up to you, Anne. If you want some wine, I'll give you some wine. You want some wine?
Like
That's fine.
It's like a champagne toast, but you can't make champagne, so wine.
Right. So he'll pour you some wine if you want.
Is this safe?
Sure. Are we walking back into the other room? Is that what's happening?
Well, I don't know. He came walking into the room that you're in, and then I guess Tara went to get a glass.
Several
glasses, and you have some wine.
Well, that's happening. Tabs, if you are deciding to go, as much as I would like to go venturing back in Sigil, it's a dangerous thing that you're doing. Also a brave thing to help your mother. I would do that in a second. However, like Coral said...
Mama Sass could handle herself.
Yeah. Well, however, while you're, adventuring in Sigil again, definitely what Coral said was an impressive strategy. If you need help, ever, you can find us. Just follow the trail of the Glass Guardians, and wherever there's heroics, there will be the Glass Guardians. I'm assuming we will, right? We're heroes, right, everybody? We're sitting around all the dead bodies.
Yeah. Zalwar says, "Yeah, I call you heroes. Yeah,
Nice.
Sounds good to me."
I really appreciate that, Asta, and Coral, for your words are wise, definitely wiser than me, as you can tell from me failing every single wisdom check ever.
Getting better there, Tabs.
No, that makes perfect sense. I shouldn't just hand it over. I'll think of something to make sure that I will get what I need.
Hey, Tabs, can I ask you kind of a rude question?
Sure.
How much did they want to let your mom out? Was it money, or was it a thing, or?
It was it was money, and it was a lot.
I think it was money that you needed to buy insurance because of your mother's condition. They weren't sure it was safe to release her.
Exactly.
And they didn't want anyone to sue them.
Yeah, but I don't know what that figure was, so I don't know. Do we want to put a figure on that, Mike, for something? Or?
It's something like 3,000 gold.
Okay, never mind then.
So quite expensive.
It's gonna be nice, but I'm not. Can't be that nice. Oh, I mean, I could give you a little bit to help you towards that, but I definitely can't fund that much.
Yeah, it's so much money, which is why I have talents, so I'm able to get certain items. It's just that this one was a bit too. This one was a bit harder, so I'm really glad that I stumbled across the Glass Guardians to help me.
And you said 3,000 gold?
3,000 gold. Yeah.
That's oh my gosh.
So I think what I should do is go back and try and I asked her. I think you're right. If I needed you, I could probably find you again. There are ways to get messages to you, I assume.
Yeah, and if you need I think these guys, their base is up north, Benorthen, and so you might be able to find somebody who can contact us there if you really need to. But it's kind of hard to get to.
Yeah, Mun or the Olgabar. Yeah, that guy.
I'm gonna message step away while they're talking. Message quietly, Zartok. I'm going to be, hey, Zartok, you can reply to this message. Do you think Tabs, we could tell him about, the God King's Tower? Couldn't we let him, it might be quicker for him to get to Sigil through not the God King's Tower. What am I saying? I meant, the wizard complex. Couldn't he find a way to Sigil through there?
Sure, tell him.
Sure. Hey, Tabs.
Master.
There's a way for you to get to Sigil pretty quickly.
There is?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's smart, Aster. Yeah. We just came from a place where we were at a place that you could get to Sigil from. So, it's a couple days walk or day walk. It wasn't far.
Yeah, you would just need to come with us through this magic teleportation thing all the way up north.
Well, I used a gate to get here. And the one that I found was actually in the city. It was just somewhat awkwardly placed. So if there's an easier one to get to that's less embarrassing, that would be great.
Embarrassing?
Yeah. Where's your gate?
It appeared to be in a washroom.
I can see that being awkward.
I'd rather not go back there if at all possible.
Why? Why is there gates?
Sigil, the gates, they go from anywhere to anywhere, and this was the one that I was told would get me in, and it got me in all right. It's just then, yeah.
Wait, is that gate in Sigil? What's the one connecting you here? Is it in the city?
It is. It's here in the city, yeah.
Oh, and then it will just take you to Sigil?
And it would take me back, yeah.
I mean, guys, that's actually pretty fast.
It's pretty fast.
I think he's saying that you'd have to be covered in waste.
Potentially.
Do you have, any magic? There's this nifty spell that cleans you pretty fast.
Yeah, I used it. I came here, but I'm happy to go back that way. That was my plan. I'm if there's no other options, that's the way I'm going back. But if you have an option and it means that I can use it to contact you in the future, then maybe that's a good thing for me to know.
Oh, that's true. He could then get back from Sigil straight to Benorthen and maybe get in contact with us real easy.
Yeah. Well, if you want to stick with us a little bit longer, I don't think we're going to be here too much longer.
If it's easy to drop me off or give me directions or something, then that would be awesome.
Should we drink this wine? I really want a glass of wine. It's been a long day.
I mean, yeah, but we should probably head up back to the God King soon.
Ah, yes. Yep, I don't want to be too toasty before we have that conversation. Or maybe I do. I don't know.
Tara's finished her glass.
Oh my God.
Is there anything else you want to do down here before you go up talk to the God King again?
I'm going to chug the glass of wine.
We want to lock the doors?
You can lock the doors, sure.
Thoughtful.
Okay.
All right.
I guess since the rogue in the party is Tabs at the moment, senior rogue, I will say, there are some pedestals here with some valuable treasure.
Oh.
We should just take a look around just to see if there's anything else that we can use here. Can we, do you mind if we just spend a couple of minutes just taking a look?
Yeah, I would like to help with that.
Oh, we want that.
I don't suppose there's
All right.
any chance we've been sitting around for, I don't know, roughly an hour?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Arbitrary amount of time.
That's just random, throwing it out
Not
there.
quite an hour. No. So on these pedestals here, well, first of all, one of them used to contain that pickaxe that Tara's holding, and another one used to contain the deck of cards.
Okay, what does the pickaxe say?
On the pedestal for the pickaxe, it says, "The weapon of a miner, this is the restored pickaxe of the God King. It was used in the revolt against the dwarven oligarchy, which the God King led."
Ooh, maybe it's like Thor's hammering will restore his confidence.
And then there are also 3 potions on another pedestal, and then there's a book and 3 red scales.
Ooh, let's pilfer everything.
Coral will take the potions
Okay, so you lift the glass container off.
and die immediately.
Well, there would be an alarm of some kind that would go off, except the priests are all dead.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah, okay,
nothing,
good.
Nothing happens. They're dead
I'm
or
going to
gone.
go to
So nothing happens.
the dragon scales.
You get 3 potions. Just note that you've taken them.
What are they?
Well,
don't know.
You don't know. The caption says these potions were gifts from the God King to the city of Fiveness, each capable of curing even the most terrible disease.
Can I take the dragon scales?
Sure, there are 3 red dragon scales.
And what I'll do is, since that's me taking them, I will take a blanket that's in my sack, and I will neatly fold the blanket to a nice little square. Take the dragon scales, and I'll place the blanket in its spot and go, "To keep the priests warm in hell." And then
Wow. Okay.
That's worse than not giving them anything.
Oh.
Can I read the caption for the dragon scales?
Yeah, it says, "The brave God King did battle with the red worm Varnalaxus, defeating the beast. These 3 red dragon scales are tokens of his victory."
This guy does not seem like the kind of guy that could kill a dragon.
So they're red dragon scales?
Yes.
You guys gonna hold on to them? You know, what are red dragons? Like, what do they do? Are they like Laverian?
Fire dragons. How big are the scales? Are they like armor-worthy size, or are they small? Like
You could put the 3 of them together and make a shield.
Oh, is it huge?
You
Am I
could-
carrying like a huge?
They're pretty big. You couldn't make a suit of armor out of the 3 of them, but you could make a shield out of them.
Would that be considered metal?
I don't know.
Stop it, Jessica.
I'm not allowed to use a metal shield, but
I know
a
where you're
dragon
going.
scale shield would be awesome.
Yeah, for the purposes of a druid, I don't think that would count as metal.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
That's just put in the back pocket.
Yeah, it's a living creature.
We should bring it back to what's his face and what should we call it?
Fun?
No, the dragon. The dragon scale. The shop keep.
Way long ago. So long ago.
The guy I got my bow from.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, gotcha. Hey, these are really heavy. You know.
Dragon hide.
You want to put them in the bag of holding?
Yes, please.
Will they fit in the bag of holding?
Yeah, they'll fit in the bag of
Well,
holding,
we'll
sure.
just put them in the bag of holding. That way you don't have to carry them around.
Okay, thank God. Thank the Seafoam Wanderer.
Oh, his name is Urzog.
Oh, good catch.
Yep. Taking notes.
So, guys, what are we doing? Are we going to talk to the God King and then head back to Righty's family?
Even though I don't care, I'm not going to leave the book untouched. Let me go look at the book.
Oh.
You're going to look at the book?
Are you forgetting the equivalent exchange for your items you take in Esther?
No, I put the blanket. Oh, do you want me to give stuff for the others?
Oh yeah, you got to put something.
I mean, I don't do equivalent exchange. You don't need to leave anything for the potions. I'm all right.
I think that what I gave the City of Fiveness was getting rid of those priests. So
Yes, I think I have paid them in my blood. Look
Indeed.
at it; it's all over me.
So because I haven't used this spell anymore because of the guitar. So I'm just carrying around like a pound of tarts.
Tarts?
Tarts.
Okay.
It's just mushed up tarts. So I'll like grab some pieces and sprinkle
What
them.
spell
What?
needs
Yeah, what?
tarts?
It's
The laughing one.
Oh, Tasha's
okay.
hit
It
It
doctor.
is funny.
Uh-huh.
You have to bake for it.
I'll take some crushed up tarts and I'll just sprinkle them in both locations.
Tara, you're looking at the book.
Yes.
All right. It says, these are the first holy writings of Saint Brindleby Nordabar, the original priest of the God King.
Oh, I'll wait for you to pick up the book before I throw tarts on it.
Tara is decidedly not interested in the holy scriptures of the God King. Well, you know what? No, she is. She wants to find out if it talks about him killing a dragon. So she is going to open the book
Okay.
and skim.
Yeah. So it gives a basic history. It says that the God King was the leader of a group of miners who revolted against dwarves that were enslaving the gnomes in their mines. After the revolt was successful, the God King then, after he reached near God status, he then fought a dragon and accomplished several other great impressive deeds and became the hero of the city and eventually the God King of the city.
Do you tell us that, sir?
Sure. Yeah. How the mighty have fallen. My goodness.
Do you think because all the people were worshiping because he was a hero, that he ascended into godhood?
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I think that's exactly how. Like enough people think you're awesome, you become a god.
Do you
Something
think?
like
should
that.
be one already.
Yeah. Do you think that could happen to one of us?
I mean, yeah, I suppose it's possible. I think it's hard. Like, I think they gotta really believe, not just kind of believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't follow the religion thing much.
Sort of spreading your good deeds out too much. You know, concentrating
true.
good
Hey,
deeds may
yeah.
be a better strategy for this
Yeah.
ascension.
Yeah, he stuck to one city, and he became that city's god. We move around a lot.
True.
Be
true.
harder.
I could only see it in my dreams, but imagine all of us as gods. Zartok, imagine yourself as some kind of horned deity shining upon the world.
I mean, it didn't really work out so good for this guy. So, you know,
Yeah,
True.
good point.
True. Well, let's go talk to him. I know we've given him some time with his. Yeah.
I hope he doesn't want this thing back. She's like patting the pickaxe in her hand.
Oh.
All right. So you begin climbing up the steps again, up the stairs.
Is Zalwar walking around with us?
Is Zalwar with you? No, Zalwar, well, that's a good question. Zalwar wants to go just out into the city and find his family. Do you want to let him go, or do you want him to stick with
We're
you?
going to the same place.
I believe we had already told him where, like, his family, Piera, is that her name? It's been a long time since we've said it.
Yep, Pierre Dinny Whittle.
I believe we told him that Piera was collecting his family and that he could find them at her house. I think we said that.
Yeah, we
Okay.
did. He just didn't want to pass through the people he was waiting. So,
Yeah.
I'm not keeping him captive.
Yeah, we can meet him there.
Yeah, he says, thanks for all you done. Appreciate it very much. I'm going to head over to Pierre's house and make sure everybody's doing okay. Show him my cool jug. And, yeah, it's great.
We can meet you there, and then we'll take you to Ratty.
Oh, you're going to take me to Righty? What if I don't want to go to Righty? I mean, the God King, it sounds like you're going to take care of all this, and this might be a nice place to live still. Maybe Righty should come to us.
Oh yeah, I mean, whatever you want. You know, is there anything that we can, anything we can give Righty to like let him know that you're free?
You can just call him Doogie,
and tell him that he needs to come home because everything's going to be fine.
Doogie?
You could also give us the alchemy jug, and we could borrow it.
Oh, no, I'm not
to
letting this
show
thing out of
Riley
my
and then
sight
bring it
again.
back
No
to
way.
All right, I'll say Zawar says Doogie come home. Everything's going to be all right.
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay. That works for me.
Okay. All right, well, thanks, folks. I'm going to tell everybody that the Glass Guardians are sort of cleaning stuff up. And, yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah, you guys are great.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
Goodbye, Salwar.
All right, so he heads out, and you're going to head up the stairs?
Yeah.
So as we're heading up the stairs, I just want to kind of whisper to Zartok, is Aster okay? After he's been talking about replacing things and people going to hell and then becoming a god and sprinkling tarts over things. Like, is he okay? Is this Aster normal behavior?
Yes, he's fine.
Okay,
He's totally normal.
you're not worried about him? Because I think if he goes to Sigil and behaves like that, he could end up in the sanitarium too.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Everything's fine. He was there. He didn't go there to the insane place.
Okay, I worry. I consider you all to be. It's been a brief time, but it feels like a long time. So I consider you to be friends. And
It's like a month.
It feels like months, really.
It does. It feels like forever when it's only been like a day.
I don't suppose I could draw one of your cards.
The cards go back in the deck. I really wouldn't recommend it. But
just one.
Are we going to do this?
I think
first, would Zartok's tattoo work? Like to undo it?
Yes. Have you used it today?
He has used it. He had I don't know if it resets at a long rest or 24 hours. So
Look at the
use it today.
description.
But he had a long rest from the sleeping tube.
Oh, that's true.
I would like to point out to the audience as this is being discussed that Ashley's background on the Zoom call is the meme with the dog sitting in fire saying everything is fine.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't know
that's appropriate.
Is that like for the show or is that for just life in general right now?
All things.
I think to honor that photo, we should pull a card.
I
No?
do think I really like Josh's well, hold on, does my tattoo work? Because this is fine. We can do this. I love it.
Zartok, your tattoo is once per day.
Okay.
Let's see. At sunrise, it would reset.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll
So
remember
if you
that.
want to pull it, now is the time to do it.
Oh, at sunrise it would reset. He already used it in this tower though, so he would have to wait till
Right.
We should
after
be close to sunrise because we
That's right.
attacked in the middle of the night.
Uh-huh.
And
That's
we
true.
you guys took a short long rest and
Yep. So you're close to sunrise.
Okay, Zartok would hazard an attempt if he could use
But,
it in.
Yeah, but you would want to wait until after sunrise
Yes,
when your
definitely.
tattoo resets. And then, yeah. Okay. All right.
Depends on
Well,
what,
it's up to
are
you.
some of them instant death? Have you looked at the cards? What are some of the results?
I don't know all of them. I know, but from what I hear, it could be anything from your wildest riches to being trapped in a dimension in the nowhere where you can't be found.
Your wildest wishes, man. We could end this season real early.
Have a backup character, and this guy has maybe the power to undo it. So I don't know. I think he would think about it. It's worth talking about.
Also out of character, I would just like to say again, just in case, and I think I said it last time, this could be campaign ending.
I know Mike did hazard a warning to you, but he didn't say that to us.
But yeah, no,
All right.
it could in the campaign be like, I would like the Wand of Frost, please. Thank you.
well, it could also just
Done.
end the world.
I would love to know
We don't have to do it right now. We've got time
That'd
before
be
the
the
sunrise.
worst
So let's,
ending ever. Like
yeah,
we just skip everything.
I think the worst part though would be that we would know about it for months before the audience caught up. They're just listening along all happy and bam.
This finale is super awesome. That would be the best finale ever.
New guy appears on the podcast, completely trashes it. Great.
Everybody blame Ben. Well, are you going upstairs?
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you begin walking up the stairs. It's a long walk. You have to go up to the middle level and then up to the top level.
We left him at the middle level.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. You have to go up to the middle level. It's a long walk. You're about a little more than halfway up the tower. And you enter the middle level. And when you move back to the, you return to the room to the south that has the capsules in it, the stasis chambers, and the God King is still sitting there next to the one that contains his daughter. He has closed it. And he looks up as you enter. And he says, "Yes, I can tell you've defeated the priests in the tower. Is there anything else you need to do here in the tower?"
I mean, if you want to try to fix your daughter, if you let me sleep for an hour in one of these tubes, I can maybe try to do some things for her. I can't bring her back, but I might be able to clear up that curse and stuff. I could give it a try.
I've thought about that some, but consider this. What will happen to her when she walks out of the tower? How will the citizens treat her? They're currently tracking down my priests and inflicting righteous vengeance on them. Do you think they will treat her better?
Do they have any reason to dislike her?
She's my daughter. They hate her as much as they hate me, wrongly, of course. No, right now her spirit is in Dothian, one of the twin paradises of Bitopia. It's a better place for her.
So what are you going to do?
Well, I'll show you, but first I want to make sure you're done here in the tower. Is there anything else you need to do?
Is there anything else we need to do?
I don't think so.
I think we covered it all.
What is
Like,
Chris doing? He's doing like
Chris is pulling a lampshade down. Not sure.
He's making a
pickaxe?
pickaxe
Fishing?
action, I believe.
Oh,
Thanks, Ben.
I mean, we've got that with us.
Yeah, Tara like kind of spins the pickaxe and like, hey, this. I see this as your weapon or whatever.
Yes, I see you have my old pickaxe. It's a wonderful tool. I'm sure it's in good hands. Please keep it with my blessing.
Oh, yeah, cool, thanks.
And I will just straight up tell you, it is a +3 war pick.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Tara!
I feel good about this.
God King, what's your plan? Like, what's next?
Well, I'll show you. Let's go up one more level and we'll have a look at the city.
Hey, the city is maybe being attacked, or might be attacked kind of soon. You might want to protect your people.
Attacked by whom?
Some elves, maybe led by a guy named Lavarian.
Why would he attack the city?
Well, apparently he's been attacking other cities in Gimmigan, like Kent and Dorvit.
Can't imagine what he would want from this city. Well, when I'm done, I think the citizens here will be able to defend themselves very effectively. Let's go upstairs and have a look.
Okay.
So he walks up to the stairwell and begins climbing the stairs. He casts one glance back toward his daughter's stasis chamber and then resumes climbing the stairs.
Feel weird about this.
Yep, I follow.
Yep.
Okay. So he walks up the stairs to the top floor. He looks around again on this floor. He walks over to one of the walls and runs his hand down the wall. And then he walks out to the opening in the wall, out to that platform that sticks out, almost like a diving board, out the side of the building, and gestures for you to follow.
You're not planning on doing something drastic, right? And these people may not like you right now, but They need somebody to lead them.
Oh, I think they'll find they have plenty of leaders among them, but I'm going to do something quite. You'll just wait and see. You'll see. So he walks over to the doorway in the side of the tower and out onto the ledge, and he gestures for you to follow him.
Then he jumps.
Okay, I follow. Still feeling weird about it.
Yep.
Okay. He looks out onto the city, and you can see that the sun is now starting to come up, just peeking up over the horizon.
Zartok pulls a card.
Lighting the charred landscape and the rundown houses. And he says, "It looks so gray. It used to be a colorful city, and what has happened to the beautiful hills? The entire countryside was a fertile garden. They'll never forgive me for what I've allowed to happen."
Oh, well, I don't think that part's your fault. There's this kind of like issue with cold and hot and stuff.
Oh, no, that's not the heating. That's the priests did that to ensure that they grew no food of their own. They would depend on the priests for all their food.
Oh, right. The like ring of burnt land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can show the people that it wasn't you. You can make it up to them. You can do stuff.
Oh, I will. I will make it up to them. So he looks toward each of you, looking over each of you one by one, and then he turns his attention to Tara, and he says, "You must understand this. I allowed this to happen because I allowed my fear for the safety of my family to outweigh the lives of my people. They will not understand this, and they will not forgive me. I can no longer serve them as the God King, but I can serve them by ceasing to be the God King. Look out there." And he points to the scarred land outside the city walls. And as you look, the harsh gray and black soil softens to green, and then shrubs and even trees begin to sprout. Entire orchards appear in fields full of grain. And you hear a gasp, and you see that the gnome has fallen to his knees. And he looks up at you and smiles and says, "Thank you. Thank you for what you have done for me and for my people. It would be wise of you to tell them that you killed me. They will be able to understand that, but do not let them pray to you. Mortals are simply not suited for godhood. Perhaps no being is. Maybe the world would be better without any gods, but it will certainly be better without this one. Goodbye." And the gnome convulses, glows brightly, and then goes limp. And in a flash, you all find yourselves in the middle of a city square with a few people milling around, selling and buying a meager selection of goods. The gnomes around you jump back in alarm as you appear, but they are immediately distracted by a rumbling coming from the God King's tower, which you can see to your west. The light on the top of the tower winks out, and then the tower begins to crumble. The white marble facade cracks, falling off in sheets, and the stone structure beneath shatters, falling down into that hexagonal fortress, burying it in rubble. A circle of dust is blown outward, blinding you, and when you open your eyes, everything is covered with a fine layer of white powder.
Coral, as soon as the God King collapsed, dropped to her knees and was reaching out and was going to try to cast Cure Wounds. And I don't know, didn't, it doesn't really matter, didn't do anything, but she's on the ground, kneeling,
right,
and she starts crying.
Yeah. She appears on her knees in this town square, hand outstretched. And unlike Coral, who is quite reasonably upset, the gnomes around you, once they come to their wits, they start cheering. They're all just incredibly excited about this tower collapsing. And one of the gnomes nearby looks at you, and he narrows his eyes, and he says, "I bet you had something to do with that, am I right?"
We killed the high priest Grimbor, and the God King is no more.
Hey, everyone, they killed the God King. Oh, my God, they killed the priest and the God King. They must have, oh, wow, these folks are real heroes.
Tara goes to hug Coral.
Yeah.
She's sobbing uncontrollably.
Soon there is a crowd gathering around you. People are offering you drinks and demanding to know what you call yourselves.
I'm going to put my arm on Coral, and then I'm going to walk up to the crowd.
Okay. What does Aster say to this crowd that is cheering and demanding to know who you are, what you call yourselves, what happened?
So I'm going to use my newly acquired thaumaturgy. As they're all cheering, I'm going to boom my voice with thaumaturgy, and I'm going to say, People of this great city, we are known simply as the Glass Guardians.
Glass Guardians. Glass Guardians.
We are heroes who will soon spread our name far and wide for the heroic deeds we are about to do. However, today, this victory was not made by us. It was made by each and every one of you, believing that one day you would be free. Take this opportunity, for when the God King fell, he created a miracle for all of you. He brought life back to this city as one final sacrifice for all the darkness he had done. For one last moment, he brought you a chance for rebirth, a second chance. Take that chance and make this city as grand as it used to be, not because of us, the heroes, but because you now have a chance to be free. Rebuild, my friends. Rebuild.
There's a loud cheer as all these people gather around, and they can't lift you up on their shoulders. They're too small. But they're all cheering you and bringing you babies to kiss and just treating you like the heroes that you are. And eventually, Piera Dindy-Whittle finds you as this crowd is gathered here and everyone is trying to figure out what's going on. She's leading a group of gnomes with weapons.
Oh.
And one of these gnomes that's with her has a priest's head on a pike. And she says, I knew you were something special. We're going to find all the priests and give them the same treatment as this one. Oh, and you'll find that Doogie's family is hiding in my house, waiting for you to take them wherever it was you were going to take them. Although I think they might want to stay here. I'm going to go find some more priests and take care of them.
Wait a minute.
What?
Could you do these, humble heroes request?
Yeah, what do you want? What can I do for you?
I know that these priests are not good, and quite frankly, we disposed of quite a few of them. But if you go...
All right, good job.
Wait, no, but if you go down this road, I don't think this is the start you want. Isn't there a better way?
Getting rid of all the priests?
Couldn't you imprison them? Like they imprisoned you. Maybe that is equivalent exchange. An equivalent punishment? Murdering them and torturing them by beheading.
The city needs leadership, and I think that you would be an excellent leader. And I think that your efforts are better in trying to organize the people and kind of figure out how you're going to run this city now that the priests are gone. And the priests are definitely gone.
Yeah, there's no need for the savagery.
That's a good point. You're right. If I'm going to be a leader, I should probably delegate this sort of thing.
or just, build the defenses of the city, because the priests, they're probably not going to come back, but you never know what's going to come knocking at your gates.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you make a good point.
There's a lot of wisdom in those words.
Yeah, I suppose Okay, so we'll take stock of what's going on. Apparently there's a bunch of plants outside the city now. So I guess we'll need to figure out how to take care of those and grow our own food. But anyway, this is great. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much. We're going to talk about the Glass Guardians for a long time. So wonderful job. You really stuck it to that God King and those priests. It's really good work. Okay. So, wow, you stop back by my place later, I guess.
All right, Pierre, we're going to go find Doogie.
I'm going to go figure out what the town hall was before all this started.
That sounds like an excellent plan.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks. Bye. What do you guys want to do? You want to go to find Righty's family?
I guess we can stop by there on our way out.
So I think in all this kerfuffle, Tabs has tried to slip away.
Oh,
Nice.
all right.
Okay.
Make a stealth check with advantage.
Oh, I'm very distracted. That's fair.
I'm going to cast invisibility first,
Oh.
and then I'm going to try and sneak away if I can.
this is a nice ending for Tabs. It's a good exit.
Roll low. Roll low.
Roll high. Roll high.
I'm distracted, but I have a real good passive perception.
I think it's time for me to draw one of those cards. Hey, way to go.
There to go.
I got a 25.
That's too high.
So Tab slips away into the crowd behind a wagon and then sneaks off.
That's too bad.
And when you think to look for him again, he's not there.
That's cool.
And I'm one level away from seeing invisibility all the time, too. Of course.
And with that, Tabs sneaks away and returns to Sigil through the women's restroom.
Awesome. Tabs.
Yay!
Tabs the
So,
legend.
good job, Ben. Nice work.
Thank you.
You did a wonderful job. We really appreciate you contributing and being so patient with us, sticking around for so long.
Oh, no, you're joking.
For so
right?
many sessions.
No, it was awesome. It was so much fun to play. I really appreciate you letting me come on and join you. It's
Cool character, too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, cool character, good exit.
Yeah, that was
I
a
like
nice
it.
exit.
Yeah,
I don't
it's a
like
cool-
it, but I respect it.
It was a smooth
yeah.
exit.
I feel like that was Tabs' way of he's kind of evaluating everything, and it's like there's a lot going on. He just needs to get back and do the thing that he needs to do. So yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
It has been a great pleasure. If we need you again, we may call on you in Tabs. I can't promise that we won't.
I would love to. I would absolutely love to. I will go sing the tales of the Glass Guardians in Sigil.
Yeah, you need anything? I can make you some honey or some mayonnaise.
Before
No?
before we continue, you said that he was jumping around, dancing really happily, and then you said holding, and the first thing that popped into my head was he was holding a head, like one of the
No.
nomads.
Oh, dark. Oh.
It's like, what a great day at these evil.
So
Are we allowed to recruit you as a permanent member of the group, or is this sort of like you have to leave no matter what, so I should waste my time?
You feel like the audio engineer would be overwhelmed by forever having to handle not just 4 players, but 5 players worth of audio.
Okay.
God
yeah, there.
spoke.
I mean, obviously, I would love to continue playing. It's been so much fun. But yeah, I think for podcast reasons, my time is up, and I
I was just checking.
I will leave graciously. But if you need help in the future, I will happily come back. You can always call on me.
Are you saying that in character?
No.
My time is up.
You could absolutely clip that as an outtake, or however you want to do that. But
Yeah, that's what will happen.
but yes, no. So
I'm
that's
just glad we have another
All right.
name for the voice in the sky, the audio engineer. Sounds very ominous.
Old A.
Hey,
Oh, Jessica.
No, it's 1,000 degrees in this closet. It's 1,000 degrees.
Oh, I thought you were fanning yourself because of how awesome Aster is.
Open the door and fan the room a little
The
bit.
door is behind the computer. It's fine. I'm fine.
Oh,
Jessica came down with the papers.
Should we take a short break?
No, I'm fine. It's just very warm in here.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Wait,
distract your
did you get
dramatic
your AC
moment.
fixed?
No,
No,
my AC's
no.
great, but
That
I'm
was
in a
just
closet that
dramatic.
has no vents.
Oh,
Yeah, just
Yeah, we don't air condition our closets either.
Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to distract your dramatic moment. Go for it. I'm good.
Go ahead, Aster.
Let me remember what I was going to do. Okay.
count
thank you.
there.
Oh, it counts everywhere.
All right. Well, thanks, Ben. We'll let you go and carry on for a bit longer.
Enjoy your birthday
And-
weekend.
Yep. Enjoy your
Yeah,
birthday
happy
weekend.
Thank you so much.
And enjoy your future weekends where you won't have to get up super early just to play D&D.
Pros and cons.
All right.
Pros and cons.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Take it easy. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ben.
Bye.
Bye, Ben. It was
Bye.
a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. Thank you. Bye bye.